Hey yo, Chad, how's it going? Happy Friday stream. End of the week actually stream. We're seeing positive price action not only on BTC today, Chad, but also on some majors. BTC trying to get that close above the 200 moving average for the first time since March 8th. 2 hours and 39 minutes for the daily close. That bullish divergence potentially starting to mature and could be confirmed as soon as this weekend, Chad. As soon as the weekend. So, welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome back. I hope that you had a great week. Just kind reminder to you guys to please click on that like button if you're watching on X, that heart button, that retweet. And if you have not, you can always consider subscribing, following, turning on that bell notification button so you know when I'm going live and you don't miss any kind of stream. So let's jump in straight away, Chad. I think everything's running smoothly. Audio, everything's good. So regarding structure, we were saying that you're in the middle of La La Land here on BTC. You're not retesting the highs from 2024 as of yet, and I think that could be a good signal, right? That could be a sign of strength that if we actually get a development of this bullish divergence that's almost confirmed on both oscillators right here, Chad. If we get some kind of a follow through to this bullish divergence and we actually go into range highs at around 90 to 90k, we have a really good argument for potentially having a sign of strength, of basically buyers coming in and sellers being unable to retest the former all-time high, the former range highs from 2024 as support. That will be a sign of strength in my opinion. Okay, so regarding structure, you don't have a clear edge, right? At least not in the daily time frame, meaning that you're not retesting this former resistance into support as of yet. And also you are not here at this former support which was flipped to resistance last week. So you're in the middle, of no man's land regarding this structure. But I do have an edge regarding the oscillators. You can see here we were talking about this double bullish divergence. I mean, it's a single bullish divergence, but it's visible on both oscillators. Here on the MACD histogram, you can see how you have diminishing negative momentum on a lower low, and you also have diminishing RSI readings on this lower low drop, right? Implying potential sellers exhaustion. This is what this bullish divergence could be signaling, Chad, on the chart right now. RSI is sitting at 43.9, almost at 44 points. Being able to escape the seller's control area, being able to escape, being sub 40 points. So that's always a great signal. The negative momentum is almost entirely flat, almost back to neutral. So as soon as one positive momentum bar comes in here on the MACD histogram on the daily time frame, you will be confirming this bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. And the RSI, you could also argue right now that this bull dev is already confirmed. So will it play out on normal circumstances or on normal situations? Bullish divergence usually play out, but when you have strong bearish conditions, then they may not play out, right? And you just continue losing ground. But my bias is to the upside. I think that the bears got way too greedy. We dropped 30% from the highs, from the all-time highs of BTC at around 109k. And I saw Twitter spaces, I saw YouTube streams and whatnot calling for 60k, 62k, 55k, or some people calling that BTC might chop, but altcoins was going to be destroyed. Ethereum was going to be sub, $1,000, was going to be a 3-figure token, whatnot. And yeah, basically every bear coming out of the woodworks trying to push the price lower, and the sentiment was pretty bad. And talking about sentiment, let's see the fear and greed index, which we know it's a lagging indicator. It's probably going to give us the sentiment from yesterday, which is still at it's at fear, it's at 27, but it's getting a little bit better, right? You're coming out of string fear, getting, I don't know, closer to the middle of the fear, range. Not right now, but tomorrow with today's price action, I reckon that this bar will be closer to 30, 35 or so, given what happened today on this dot. Because if you pull up here, you can see that this bounce has not been computed yet. It's saying that BTC is sitting at 81k, and that gives us a 27 score. But I reckon that when we go to 84k, we'll get a higher reading on the Fear and Greed Index. So that's regarding sentiment. On price action here, you'll be going in 2 hours and 34 minutes for a bullish engulfing candle. Chat, welcome back. Bahrain Viewpoint, welcome to the stream, BB. You just missed the intro, but I was saying, you can always watch it back. But bullish divergence on the MACD histogram and the RSI are still potentially immature. They're still developing, but could be confirmed really soon. The MACD histogram one could be confirmed as soon as this weekend with the first positive momentum bar. When it appears here in the positive momentum here, you will be confirming this bullish divergence. And the RSI, you could argue that's already confirmed. So candle on the daily in 2 hours and 34 minutes will be closing hopefully on a bullish engulfing candle. You had a bullish engulfing candle this Tuesday, chat, right? And you didn't lose the validity. I mean, that bullish engulfing is still valid, matter of fact, right? How you invalidate a bullish engulfing, basically you get another bearish engulfing candle, or you get a daily close below the opening of such candle. Neither of those things have happened. You just had this bullish engulfing on Tuesday, and now you're going for another bullish engulfing candle today, Chad, in order to close the week. So that candle above the 200 moving average, and also on a bullish engulfing, and also potentially super close to confirming that bullish engulfing candle, gives me good hopes for going and retest range highs here at around 90 and 92k. And hopefully this time around, Chad, it won't be a bearish retest just like the last time on March 6th. If you open up the Bollinger Bands, you can see that we're still below, we're trending below the moving average here. So hopefully that's not gonna reject again, but you do have a potential W shape of W pattern, bottoming pattern on the Bollinger Bands here on the daily time frame, where you have one drop below the Bollinger Bands when you had daily closes outside of the bands, then you went back inside of the bands, and then you had another attempt to breaking down out of the bands, and you failed to do so. And when you print a green candle afterwards, that's when you trigger the W reversal pattern on the Bollinger Bands. I think the 3-day closed yesterday. Yeah, and it closed green. You're losing that negative momentum on the 3-day time frame on the MACD histogram. And let me tell you this, Chad. You've been printing negative momentum since December 2024. So for almost 3 months of negative momentum with no positive momentum whatsoever on BTC. That's extreme price action to the downside, especially when you don't have anything happening. Like if you have something like some kind of China FUD or whatever, you have like an exchange implosion, then maybe this will make sense. But actually nothing like that has happened, right? All that happened was Trump getting into office, sell the news event, some FUD regarding the tariffs, and that's been it. So I do think that the negative momentum here on the 3-day is lacking of positive momentum. We've been on a severe drought of positive momentum on the 3-day time frame, which I think it will be coming pretty soon, Chad, because I don't think we're gonna keep printing negative momentum for another 3 months. Actually, I think as soon as the next month, you'll see positive momentum come back once again on the 3-day time frame for BTC. If you pull up the Bollinger Bands, you're getting back inside of the bands as well. You gotta close inside of the bands. And let's see the RSI. You have bearish convergence. You don't have any kind of bullish divergence on the 3-day yet. So all of the signals regarding a potential seller succession are on the daily time frame, Chad, regarding BTC at least, right? So that's BTC against the dollar, sitting on 84.2k right now, going for the highest daily close you've seen since March 8th. Recovering this price action from below the Bollinger Bands. The last time that you spent some time below not the Bollinger Bands, my bad, Chad, below the 200 moving average, and the last time that you spent time trading below the 200 moving average was on October Chad, more than 5 months ago. So let's go into another really important chart that we've been talking on, and that's provided great signal for the past year, I would say now. It's USDT dominance. It's going for a bearish engulfing candle. Your lowest daily close will be confirmed in 2 hours and 30 minutes, Chad. Lowest daily since Saturday, 8th of March. March 8th, you're printing weaker and weaker positive momentum, Chad. And look at this on the MACD histogram. Look at this potential distribution or double bearish divergence. You have one there. I'm gonna draw it properly so my followers don't get angry at me. So there you have it, Chad. You can see it here. You have one impulse here, which was a higher high on the positive momentum, then another high in price but a lower high on the MACD, and then another high in price but another lower high on the MACD histogram, implying potential excuse me, Chad, implying potential buyer's exhaustion here on the MACD histogram. It's also real on the RSI. It's not as discernible as the MACD histogram. What I'm trying to say here is that the RSI has a single bearish divergence from only this impulse into this drop, and the MACD has a double bear div. So the $1 million question is, Chad, will we see a strong pullback on USDT dominance? Will it lose 5.23%? This is a strong inflection zone from the past, from 2021, 2022. I'm gonna mark right here how this level has been regarded from both buyers and sellers as support, as resistance, you know, a strong inflection zone. So you let me know, Chad, will this time around 5.23% will be regarded as support, or will it, you know, rip lower into hopefully 4.85? Your next level, if you lose 5.23, is 4.85%. I would say that's your line level in the sand for the bears, basically, or for the bulls of USDT dominance. If you're a bull of USDT dominance, basically when you want to see if we lose 5.2%, you want to see a strong bounce at around 4.85%, this purple box right here. And you will wonder why, because that's the second most important level of inflection in the chart. So I'm seeing some buyer's exhaustion. I'm seeing some rejection of critical levels. You rejected 5.8% here. Will it develop into lower prices, Chad? God, I hope it does. Bollinger Bands doesn't have much of an edge right now. Let's see the 3-day time frame. So the 3 days falling below the 200 moving average. Actually, on yesterday's close on the 3-day time frame, you had a close below the 200 moving average. So Chad, will this be another case of a bearish rejection to the 200 moving average, just like we had on September 2024 and August of last year? Right, you can see those two rejections on the 3-day time frame to the 200 moving average, and now potentially we could be at another bearish retest to such important moving average, Chad. And you can remember sentiment on August 5th, sentiment on early September. The bears were absolutely on the timeline. They were calling for lower prices. Was pretty bad sentiment. I'm sure a lot of people, you know, saw crypto on the August 5th crash. Probably they never came back, Chad, after that happened. And look at what happened next, right? You had a lower high on USD dominance, and then that whole, you know, drawdown, which was basically the Trump pump for BTC and selected altcoins, Chad. Let's remember that altcoins have been, you know, bleeding against BTC for the last 3 years, hoping for better liquidity conditions. It's what we can guess right now. Also here on the 3-day time frame on USDT dominance, you can see the MACD histogram is it's building strong and positive momentum on the MACD histogram. Actually, the highest momentum you've seen since April 2024, and with a severe drought of negative momentum too. Let me tell you, Chad, this has been the longest you've been printing positive momentum since basically 2021, Chad. It's the longest positive momentum or basically negative momentum drought that you've seen on USDT dominance since 2021. So multi-year, drought of positive momentum, of negative momentum on USD dominance on the 3-day time frame. All right, so bearish engulfing could be confirmed in 2 hours and 25 minutes on USD dominance, Chad, giving us great confluence for a potential drop or finally a good bounce on BTC. Since you have a double bearish divergence here, implying that seller's exhaustion that we've been talking about on BTC, and eventually this buyer's exhaustion on USD dominance. Let's see BTC against the SPX. So BTC against the SPX, it's trying to get a bullish engulfing candle. The most important thing about BTC against the SPX, which actually looks better than the USD pair, let me tell you that, Chad. You're trading above the 200 moving average. You're trading above, this complacency or this double top from November 2021. What you need to see here, Chad, on BTC against the SPX is basically to flip and reclaim the all-time highs from March 2021, Chad. You need to basically have this not turn into this kind of price action and get a huge drop just like we're seeing here on November 2021, because it does look somewhat similar, right? The price action that you have up here is somewhat of a confirmation high, and then you have this you have a sharp drop, then some choppiness, and then you had a nuke. So basically what you want to see is a reclaim as soon as possible, Chad, of the former all-time high and not be at risk, of dropping lower into potentially 12 points down here. So BTC against the SPX, bullish divergence already confirmed, Chad, on the MACD histogram and on the RSI. RSI sitting at 47 on neutral territory, and MACD printing strong positive momentum. You love to see it, Chad. Love to see that. Those bullish catalysts. Let's talk about BTC dominance. It's up significantly, up 0.5% almost today. After it had the highest daily close of the cycle on Tuesday. I think I went live on Tuesday. Then you had two somewhat of a pullback candles, and man, I'm not sure that this bearish bad will be able to actually drop, or play out, because usually when you have this kind of harmonic, if it chops around for too long, then it kind of invalidates the whole structure or the whole trading idea. So keeping it simple on USD dominance, above 60% is bullish, below 60% you can somewhat speculate about some potential altcoin season, right? And you can see why. You can see clearly why, Chad. If you look left, what happened when you had price above 60% right here, anything that happened, from up here, it went to higher prices, right? You had those rallies, and when you fail to basically break 60%, you have some rejections, right? You do have an exception here. I mean, you lost the 60% here, and you went lower, but basically the line in the sand is the psychological level and also technical level of 60% for BTC dominance. So yeah, looking bullish. What can I say? Printing strong printing, I don't know if it's actually weak positive momentum, but printing positive momentum. RSI at 57. And let me remind you something, Chad, for the OGs of the channel, right? My biggest concern of last year regarding BTC dominance was the RSI, basically the RSI reading. And why was I so concerned? It was basically because it was the first time that we were trading above 60 points on the buyer's control zone here, right? If you move it to 60 points, whatever, like that's 60 points on the RSI. This is the monthly time frame on BTC dominance, right? So on any other BTC season, you had rejections at the 60%. This was actually the rejection from 2021, from the altcoin season of the previous cycle, right? This drop was this double top on Bitcoin dominance. So you can see how the RSI reading was never able to go above 60. And here on this cycle, you had some kind of bullish consolidation, vertical accumulation at around 60 points. And then you had a spring that took the RSI as high as 69%. And why was I concerned? Because when you're above 60% on the monthly, you're in the bullish control zone on a super high time frame. So it could take months or even a full year, Chad, to get a decent drop on BTC dominance. Because why can it happen? So basically I was saying, like, this was my first concern. Like I was talking about it like here. Like I said, like, okay, you're gonna get a drop on Bitcoin dominance, but then this impulse, this bounce above the 60 points, since it's above, it's on the bullish control zone, it'll probably propel Bitcoin dominance into fresh highs. And that's exactly what happened, right? You're seeing, you saw the highest monthly close in history on February, and now we're going, not in history of the cycle, my bad, but now you're clocking in on the second, on the highest, another highest monthly close of the cycle, and you have not exceeded the previous readings on the RSI. So it's gonna take, I'm speculating, Chad, that it can take several bearish divergences in order for this to drop. So this could do this again, right? And then we do it again, and then on this rally again. We could basically, hold on one second. I don't know what happened to my mouse here. Whoops, my bad, chat. I think I am, okay, I'm back. I think I unplugged something. I lost my camera. So what I'm trying to say is that we're possibly going to get another drop, and then on this bounce here on the bullish control zone, it's going to probably propel Bitcoin dominance into fresh highs again, Chad. Could perfectly do something like this, right? And then on that bounce, do that, and then when you have that triple bearish divergence on the monthly time frame, maybe you get that rollover, right? Maybe then and only then we will see that altcoin season, because having the RSI above 60 points, it's serious business, chat. So I don't know if it's gonna take just one bull div. Maybe it doesn't even create the bull div, right? Maybe what you do is that you create bullish convergence, which will be awful. And then you will need to start diverging. So I'm hoping that you're gonna see a lower high soon, right? So you create that potential seller succession argument. And then, Chad, when you've been trending, higher for so long, usually it takes another, bear div in order for have that proper rollover. It's how it usually goes. It could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But that's my biggest concern regarding BTC dominance. I thought I might just talk about this again, because I was talking about this months ago, like in the middle of the summer. So yeah, it's a tough call for an altcoin season here on the BTC world. Look at that on the MACD here. Longest positive momentum in history, which is pretty pretty wild. But you do have some kind of bearish divergence there on the momentum. You've been printing weaker and weaker positive momentum, so maybe you get this kind of bearish divergence that you had on the previous cycle, right? This was the double top from January 2021. Maybe we do something like this. We'll see, chat. All I'm saying, you need to drop below 60% at least. All right, so that's BTC dominance. Let's talk about the second largest asset on crypto, chat, which is Farcoin. No, I'm kidding. It's ETH. Let's go see ETH, which is being outperformed by BTC and vastly outperformed by Solana today, which is up almost 9%. Pretty wild. So Solana, right here, going for a bullish engulfing candle, somewhat of a confirmation low from this drop. Like to see it. Of course, the structure looks way worse than the BTC one and Solana one. You're not bouncing at support per se. Your inflection zone, I would argue, it's sitting at 1700. Bearish control zone on the RSI, 34 points. But you do have a decent bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. Unconfirmed yet, but potentially starting to mature. All right, let's go see Sol. Sol is up 8.6%, 9.5%. Look at the, man, this is textbook TA right here. Look at how market participants knew. They knew that 116, 122 level was a buy zone that's been regarded as support. A big deal, you know, a huge amount of times. It was regarded as resistance December 2023, February 2024. But then the amount of times that this level has been held as support in Solana is pretty wild. So you're going for a bullish engulfing candle, your highest daily close since March 8. You're confirming that bullish divergence, chat. I told you Solana was front running BTC on that one. Look at that. Look at that bull dip to here and then to here is being confirmed right now today, chat, with the print of that positive momentum bar, which will be confirmed in 2 hours and 14 minutes. The RSI sitting at 42, clearing the bearish control zone, getting away from the control zone of the sellers and entering neutral control, basically neutral area for market participants. Pretty cool. I wonder what Sol BTC is doing. We do know that you have a distribution structure there. It's confirmed already. So I'm not gonna go into extent, right, to that what this means, but you do know that we're in phase E of the distribution pattern, this wick of distribution schematic type 2. We've seen series of lower highs on the timeline. And apparently now, chat, you might have a confirmation low on this drop, somewhat of it's a lower low, but either way, you're up 4.8%, going for the highest daily close, chat, since March 5th, confirming that bullish divergence. Oh, look at that bull dip here, chat. This is massive bullish divergence on Sol BTC, both on the MACD and on the RSI sitting on 43. But what does this mean, chat? What can we make of this? So basically, the bias on the technical side of things is that this is eventually going to go lower on a high time frame if it plays out. If you want to see this get invalidated, you basically need to do, chat, is that you need to take out the up thrust here, right here. You need to take out this level. Until that happens, distribution is perfectly fine. You could come here and then distribute and continue lower. If we take out the up thrust, I'll be super happy. I'll be happy that the TA didn't get respected. Man, I would be stoked. But I don't know. I just need more data for it to actually confirm it, or actually, I don't know, think about it, right? I'm gonna go back to something that we've been talking about. Is the ETH BTC fractal from the previous cycle. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because look at what happened here. So you have Sol BTC up here and ETH BTC below. And what happened here on ETH BTC, you had a big drop, right? You had a head and shoulders breakdown right here. You have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. You had that breakdown, right? The bearish pattern play out. You took out all the lows of the range, right? It was almost a year-long range, the same as with Sol BTC. So this is on the weekly, by the way. And you took out the lows, right? Everyone thought it was cooked, right? Everyone was thought that the distribution was starting, but then you had a run. You had quite a strong run. You took out the previous high, but you were not able to take out the highest high of the range right here, and that's when you started distributing basically. So maybe, chat, ETH BTC is providing us the roadmap for Sol BTC. Maybe we're gonna get a short squeeze after everyone and their mother has been calling, for the distribution, which is technically correct. I've been calling it myself, but I'm also aware that in crypto sometimes it has happened against BTC that you drop, you take out all the lows, then you potentially go for a short squeeze where you take out, you know, the previous highs, but you're unable to take out, you know, the higher high, and then maybe you start distributing. So it's gonna be interesting if that happens, Chad. I'll be looking forward to see that. It's like, I'm not saying it's gonna do that, but I don't know, whatever it does, right? If it grinds higher, it'll be interesting when it's sitting here, because it'll be like basically super important to know whether we're gonna, you know, invalidate distribution, or basically we're gonna continue distributing, and this was just you know, a short squeeze, you know, or market makers taking out the late shorters, right? And it's also a tough call because it's hard to be bullish on solo BTC when you have actors like Pump Fund, which they constantly, you know, extract SOL from the ecosystem and sell it. They dump it. Okay, since we were talking about ETH BTC, let's go see what's up. Oh my god, man, this chart's awful. Jesus Christ, you had a breakdown from 2319. Whoops. Really strong, important level here, and look at how it was acted as support, resistance, support. So you definitely don't want to be below 2319, chat. I'm really serious here, because if not, I don't know, like your next inflection zone is sitting at around 20, I would say 2000 sats, you know, critical inflection zone too. I mean, psychological level. Just gonna leave it there. My god, man. Whoops. All right. Accidentally change song, chat. So that's ETH BTC in the middle of a collapse, chat, going straight down on a straight line and losing that critical support. Hopefully it gets reclaimed soon. It's down 0.6% today, not being able to catch a break. We have this hidden bearish divergence played out beautifully, but now you have a potential bullish divergence, chat. Let's see if that's going to be enough for a potential reversal to the upside. RSI has bearish convergence, and the RSI is sitting at 30 points deep on the bearish control zone. So yeah, man, they really did ETH dirty on this one. It's insane. The 200 moving average, chat, it's at 3,500. It's up here. Look at that, like you're 34% below the 200 moving average. That's how fast it collapsed since basically 2025 started. Like 2025 started and ETH BTC said like, okay, I'm gonna die here. Like I'm just gonna jump off a cliff. In the middle of basically Eric Trump tweeting to buy ETH and thank him later. How wild is that? I think crypto is really funny when you have like some normie, some like outsider to get like, you know, into the market and start like acting like they know what they're doing, whatever, shilling, and usually chat market like punish those people, right? Or punish the narrative that they're pushing. I've seen it over and over and over again, chat. Another example, Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, you know, they bought BTC or shit on BTC. They bought the second top. I could like, I don't know, try to think about it, but usually when you have like normie shills like that, it's a bad sign. Of course, I only know this in hindsight, and I didn't think about it when it was happening in real time. All right, let's go see some altcoins, chat. Let's go see some altcoins. Filecoin's on my watch list. I'm having a hard time thinking that strong coins like Filecoin will not make a comeback if Solana makes a comeback. Filecoin's up 25% today, going for a bullish engulfing candle. Your highest daily close since on March 5th. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. Several bullish divergences on the RSI, you know, already confirmed. You also have an inverse head and shoulders reversal pattern here on the RSI, already confirmed right here. I'm gonna draw it just so you guys can, you know, see it, something like that. Whatever. You have your left shoulder, your head, and then your right. My bad, right there. Was covering with my ugly face. You have your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder as a reversal for possible higher readings on the RSI. And what else do we have on the technical side of Filecoin? The fact that for the first time, chat, since January, you'll be getting a daily close above the EMA, above the moving average of the Bollinger Bands. The last time you saw that happen was on January 25th. P dominance. Looking good still, chat. Higher highs and higher lows. Looks like vertical accumulation right here. And if I pull up the monthly, which I've done in the past, but let's do it again, chat. XRP dominance here on the monthly. Man, you've been consolidating below this 5% around of a key area. You know, this inflection zone support in the past, resistance too. You've been, chat, vertically accumulating below resistance. If you know what that means. Also continuing to push above the Bollinger Bands on the monthly time frame. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. Actually, your highest momentum, chat, highest momentum on the monthly since September 2017. I mean, since September 2017, yeah. XRP dominance looks good, chat. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't know what they're brewing. I don't know what the news catalyst will be. All I can tell you is that you open up a chart like this. We had a massive spring, a massive gain, 200, 300, 400% impulse within just 2 weeks, and then you're doing this, chat? Is this what we're talking about right now? You're not going sideways, you're not distributing, but you're doing higher highs and higher lows? Hello? Is there anyone there? Are we seeing the same thing, chat, right here? Can someone please tell me that we're seeing exactly the same thing on XRP dominance, please? Because I'm baffled. That's all I can say. LTC dominance. Shout out to my friend Tay. He likes Litecoin. Litecoin, it's on a pullback, you know, from that inflection, from that run up that it had on February. I want to see the higher time frames though. So how are they doing? So Litecoin dominance does not look as good as XRP dominance, like being brutally honest. Going for a bearish engulfing candle on the bi-weekly time frame. You have a series of lower highs right here, right, against the rest of the market. Whereas if you open up XRP dominance, you're doing the opposite, quite the opposite, higher highs and higher lows. You're losing that positive momentum on the MACD histogram. So I don't have like a strong, you know, technical edge on LTC dominance as the one that you can appreciate on XRP. By the way, chat, if you want me to look at anything, just let me know. Sol up 9.2%, chat. My God. Sui up 7.7%. Bullish engulfing candle. Look at this, chat. Sui looks pretty similar to what Solana's doing. The levels, you know, the resistance, the all-time highs from 2024 being held as support for the first time in history, chat. Look at that reaction from the lows. It's impeccable. Look at the correlation to the levels. This is wild. Also, losing that negative momentum on the MACD. Massive bullish divergence on the RSI. I mean, on the MACD histogram. And also, bearish confluence on the RSI. But, yeah. How is Sui looking against Sol? It's, I wonder. I want to see that. I think I have it somewhere around here. This is Sui against Sol. You do have a lower high, chat, here. I think I like Sol better than Sui right now. Sui had a massive run up on Q3 and Q4, basically coming out of that August bottom. But now, man, it fell down like a rock, and now the last discernible event that we have here on the daily time frame chat is a lower high. This is a lower high regarding this previous high. So maybe it's gonna go to a 200 moving average. I want to see how it reacts. Also want to see how it reacts at 0.0163 right here. But yeah, think that I'm liking better Sol than Sui here. Also, Solana has gone through a massive FUD, right? Everyone's been calling Sol dead because of the extraction on the Trump token, because of the extraction on the Melania token, the Milei token, whatever you name them, Chad. The extraction of value that has happened on Sol the last 4 months has been insane. And also Chad, the whole pump fund narrative has become somewhat mainstream now, that everyone's been saying that pump fund's gonna sell Sol forever. And also the unlocks, people know that hold on 1 second, chat. So yeah, that's what's up, chat. Pepe reclaiming a key level. It's what you want to see definitely here in the green frog. It's just that the ETH betas, but not being, you know, man. Oh my god, man. Look at when you had this when you had this pump on Doge, I was wondering if it was going to be something similar to what happened in 2024, where it was going to, you know, give back most of its gains, because that happened in 2024, but it took way longer, and in 2025 it took like 2 months, Chad. Look at all that. My god. And now you're below 21 cents, you're below 17 cents. Some altcoins have a hard time, you know, recovering levels. It's wild to see Doge do this when you have BTC sitting at 84k. Pretty wild. APX AstroPepeX, another meme that got obliterated, but I think that is in deep value. It's close to the lows, you know, from 2024, where it pumped into that all-time high from back then. The fact that it's an ERC20 token, you know, an ETH token, is probably what I got hurt so bad. But I'm bullish on APX long term. I wouldn't fade my friends. What else, chat? Aave sitting at 173 cents. I mean 173 bucks. Also had a nasty drawdown, you know, lost 300. We were saying about 300 good, below 300 you don't want to speculate on Aave after that crazy run up. Basically got destroyed. Also, just remember, chat, some FTX payments are rolling out. Hopefully it's going to be a nice teamy, you know, for the trenches. XRP up 4.2%. Man, it's holding value up here. Let me tell you that. And the XRP dominance chart looks even more wild than the USD one. Chat, you have a 3 rising valleys pattern on the daily time frame for XRP. Potential accumulation pattern on the daily time frame. Look at this. It's one of my favorite accumulation patterns. You have a low, then a higher low, then another higher low with a higher high on the second high, which is our breakout line. And I'll leave it drawn right there. Right there. It looks even better now. I don't have any XRP exposure, but someone's been accumulating. And you also have a bullish divergence, by the way, on this local low. You have a lower low on price and a higher low on the MACD histogram. Ticker Bitcoin. Jesus Christ. These ETH tokens. I don't know how XPX 6900 has survived. Like a mog. Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna have to actually draw all the levels on these memes all over again to know where we have overhead resistance. But you have a drop like this in a month or a month and a half, and then you decide to sell down here. I don't know what to tell you. Tia actually read today. I'm not surprised. Dimension. Jesus Christ, man. Hyperliquid's up 11% today after some FOD within this week, going for a bullish engulfing candle. It's not bad. Peanuts up 21%. Can someone tell me, send me a DM, leave me a comment, who the hell owns Peanut? Who the hell even cares about Peanut at this point? Am I like following the wrong people on crypto Twitter? Like, what's this? Is this Binance market making? What are we even talking about here? Because I can get it with Giga Chat, like whatever, it has a cult up 11%. I could also get it with Mumu, Boys Club narrative. Retardia, the same, right? 15% pump today, although it's massively destroyed. Bobcat, the same, 11%. But Peanut the Squirrel outperforming all of my soul memes, watch list. Whatever. Clown world. Let's go into AI, man. AI, Farcoin, we just talked about it, up 25%. Elisa up 27% after getting rocked, basically. This looks like a rock pool chart. AI16C, same thing. Oh my man. Well, if you're buying AI up here, I don't know what to tell you, but Jesus. Opus actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it got rocked pulled, before, but printing strong positive momentum, bullish divergence on the RSI. I don't know, man. I think I would like, if it's not Farcoin or something, like try to be like that could be like somewhat of a blue chip. I think I would look for new tickers, honestly. Meme coins against utility, looking good. Grass up 9%. Radium up. Man, Radium did indeed get destroyed after that pump fund news, about that they will be launching their liquidity pools. Jupiter up 5.8%. Bullish engulfing candle. And that will be it, chat. That will be it. Going back to BTC. So we were saying an hour and 15 minutes for the daily close. Hopefully it's going to close above 84K. And hopefully it's going to get that close on a bullish engulfing candle and also above the 200 moving average. So remember to click on the like button on your way out, chat. If you have not, please. Appreciate you guys staying with me on this fine Friday. If you watch on replay, also appreciate you guys clicking on that like button. Yeah, just a great finish for the week, and hopefully we're gonna see at least sideways or a sustained bid within the weekend, and not a completely bleed out until next week, until the next Monday. Next week, Wednesday, we have FOMC meeting. They're gonna basically announce if they're gonna cut rates or not, and possibly, chat, they could cut or end QT, which will be massive. So thanks everyone. You are all some G's. Appreciate you guys. Until the next time, have a great weekend.
miss you.